off the air conditioner. I'm going to send a text message to everybody who's got a puppy here so that they can be sure they can get on. So give me just a moment. All right. YouTube. Go to my channel. Trying to figure out how to get a link, you guys. Share. All right, got it. All right, students, I am adding you. So again, today we're going to watch them go through the puppy There we go. Okay. We are officially live. And because I didn't make it in child mode, which is apparently what happened last time, I put it into child mode, and that is what caused, hello everybody, that is what caused the inability for you to actually put a comment up here in chat. So again, this is the bottle pool, and this is their first day in the bottle pool. So hopefully everybody was good. There's nothing underneath here. All right, bottle pool. And then we will put the, yay! We got our first volunteer in the bottle pool. Yay! And then I'm going to put the slide into the bottle pool so they can slide down the slide into the bottle pool. We're missing a puppy. We got one half asleep over here. Here's your slide, little dude. So you can slide down in the bottle pool. We're going to wake you up, buddy. Apparently. There you go, buddy. Where's this? Blue boy? Yeah, blue boy. Hello, blue boy. All right, we're hoping everybody can jump in. Perfect. This is the best view I can give you guys of the bottle pool and still have the camera in here and be able to talk to you. All right, so let me double check that I can see your comments here. Live chat. All right, welcome to live chat. So Vivian, hello Vivian, I can see you now. See that you're here. All right, so Purple Boy is the first one inside. Love that. Love it, love it. I'm gonna have to get down on the ground with these guys. Hopefully it won't prevent them from jumping in here, but nobody knows. All right, what is the purpose of the bottle pool? So it is full of bottles, obviously. And what it does is it makes a lot of noise. And it gets them used to, look at that, so we got 4 puppies in here, almost. Gets them used to walking around on surfaces that move underneath them. And it gets them used to loud noises. As you can hear, it's pretty loud here. I don't know if we have a puppy peeing in there or what is going on. No, he's just going to bottle pool. So this is also teaching, you know, independent thinking skills and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to join on my phone so I down there with them. Because if not, they might eat my pants because they did that. Someone just put a hole in my shirt a few minutes ago. Someone named Laura says, okay, that makes sense. I haven't seen it used with a guide dog puppy. Yeah. So Green Girl is trying to get in there. She is being as brave as everybody else, which is wonderful. See, her tail is off. I don't know if you can see her tail is off. That's what we want to see here. You can see also we've got, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a grate over here on the ground. So if your puppies are obsessed with pop bottles, you'll understand now why. Someone used the potty box over here, which is great, but we got a bottle in there, so I got to take it out. You don't want a bottle in the potty box. There we go. And by the end of the week, this will be like their favorite thing to do in the entire world. Play with this bottle pool. He's trying to get up. So again, you're welcome to ask questions on the live chat. Good job, little purple boy. I've got somebody over. You better knock it off. I see you playing with my feet. Abby, no, there are no treats at the bottom of the pool. They are just doing this all on their own. How much do they weigh? I don't know. That's a good question. I will have to wait to weigh them until after this is done. Because they got too much energy right now to stay on a scale. I weighed them like 3 days ago, and they were about almost 7 pounds. I hope you can hear me. Yeah. Can you hear me, guys? Probably a little hard with the noise the puppies are making, but... They are having a blast. They're going to sleep good tonight. I don't know if you can see, one puppy just used the potty box, so you can see how effective this training is. They have actually gone out of this area and gone into the potty box. Right? Yeah, man. You're a good boy. You're a good dog. Oh, you're a good little boy, aren't you? All right, go play. Anthea Reed really wants to play. But they can't get in here right now. You quiet down all of a sudden. so happy to see that everybody just kind of jumped in here with gusto, because that means that's a good sign that they're not really afraid of loud noises, that they're not really afraid of doing much anything right now. So that's the exact way they all should be right now. They should all be just like that. You're causing a disruption. You're causing a disruption, Eureka. Eureka is actually a sister from another mister. And she's 2 years old, and she loves these puppies. Literally loves them. This step is also to teach them to kind of jump on things and jump off of things without any fear. And they have a good time. They'll eventually have a good time playing King of the Mountain on it. They haven't really done that yet. They haven't really fought over it yet, but they're definitely trying. Good job, Green Girl. Who's the most friendly and outgoing puppy? Well, I don't know if there is one yet. They all kind of like congregate towards me. Eventually we'll take them into going and meeting people, hopefully this week, and then I'll find out that type of information. Uh-oh, we got a pup that's already pooped now. Purple puppy's kind of in the corner falling asleep. So before I do anything like this, I have to make sure that they've nursed and that they have eaten and that they've pottied in the potty box, so that, you know, if the urge does hit them, nothing happens in here. Also, they don't get... she's got a bottle on her head. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so if the urge hits them, they don't potty inside the pool. Oh, we got 2 puppies now going to sleep on top of each other. And we got 1 puppy using the potty box. Great. So they've had a lot of work in them before the season starts, you guys. Hopefully we shouldn't have any puppies that aren't friendly and outgoing in this litter. That is the goal of all the things that I do with your puppies, is to make sure that they succeed in their job or service work. Any more questions for me? Yeah, we got a puppy that came back alive. Woo-hoo! use, I'm going to switch out their collars to plastic ones rather than the Velcro ones. And I know which one is which, but for the next slide, they should have their collars on. Everybody has a unique look to them, so I know who's who now. Are all the puppies going to be for medical alert? Theoretically, yes, they could be. So I just have to keep my eye on Green Girl and make sure that she stays. She did have some the first 3 days. Like 2 weeks ago, she was a little bit more hesitant than the other puppies, but she's like grown leaps and bounds, and she's, as you saw, she leaped completely brand new, never seen a bottle in her life, and she leaped right into it. So it may have just been she wasn't feeling good or something like that. May not have been feeling good for a couple of days. I don't know. But that was a couple weeks ago when she was just learning to walk too. So, again, they all develop at a different rate. They don't always, like the lighter colored boy, his eyes didn't open until 4 days after the Green Girl's eyes opened and Purple Boy's eyes opened. So everything happens at different rates of time. They seem to be having fun. What's the differences in the looks that help you tell them apart? All right, so White Boy obviously has a brown collar, but he is white colored. And I think he just peed in the potty box. So that's wonderful. I gotta clean that up. Give me a minute. Orange Boy has a little dark spot on the top of his head. Blue Boy looks almost exactly like Brown Boy, but does not have that dark spot on his head. And then Green Girl is obviously a girl. And Purple Boy has more of a Labrador looking coat than all of the others. So that's how I can easily tell them apart. Now, that doesn't mean his coat won't turn curly like my last litter I had. So you can see, I'll put little brown boy here. See how his fur is just a little bit more Labrador-like versus, I think this is Brown Boy, or Blue Boy. This is Blue Boy. His is more fluffy. You can see his is more fluffy. So, I've had dogs that have had this kind of Labrador coat, and then they end up, within 4 months, they've got a curly coat. So, especially since these guys are F1Bs, they're 75% poodle, their coat will probably turn into like the scraggly coat, scraggly curly coat like Imogene has. So, did you get stuck? Oh my goodness. That's a good question. What are you cleaning with? I'm cleaning with back out, and then also with a bottle of the stuff that I told you to buy, which is Pure Air. It's an entire gallon of it. Right? So this is the stuff that I told you to buy for your puppies. This is actually, the one that I use is like the industrial spring kind. As you can imagine, there's a lot of urine that happens here when they're learning to potty train. is the most curliest with her coat. She has the curliest coat right now. It looks like there's 8 people watching, so that means there's at least 4 of you that don't have a puppy yet. Again, there is possibly a puppy in this litter that it will be available for service work. They're imprinted Labradoodles, training for medical alert work. Or if you want to have a dropout dog, I don't know if it'll ever be a dropout dog, but there's a dropout puppy that would be available. How do you go about getting a cardiac alert dog? So it depends on what you're talking about in terms of cardiac alert. If you want a dog that will alert you to a heart attack, that's really not possible in terms of training, because in order to train a alert dog, you have to be having regular episodes, meaning at least once every 2 weeks, you need to be having a medical episode. So if you're having that many heart attacks, you don't need a cardiac alert dog. You need to be under better care from your doctor. But if you want a dog that alerts to, say, POTS or something like that, then you could get a puppy from this litter or my next litter. And then you can train it in our class, the medical alert dog class. Paul is on too. Okay, so that's why there's 3 people on here that aren't getting a puppy from me that we know so far. So again, we do all of this kind of crazy stuff to prepare them for service work. Woo! It's like they've knocked out at least half the bottles out of this pool so far. And we've got 1, 2, 3 puppies completely passed out. Yay! That means I might be able to get a nap. These guys wake me up at like 3 a.m. and then they wake me up at like 5 a.m. It's yeah, they play with each other and bark at each other. Showed my 2-year-old dog the last 5 and she's already in love. Wonderful. My son has a lot of heart issues and has 6 cardiac events in the last 5 years. So 6 cardiac events is not enough to train an alert dog in 5 years. That's not training an alert dog. If you wanted to train the dog for emotional support, you could, but for if it's that infrequent, you can't train a cardiac alert. The dog could theoretically eventually pick it up on their own, but there is no way for us to really train an alert because there's no way to maintain the training. Like if you don't have at least episodes once every 2 weeks, your dog is not able to actually learn the live alert smell, and it's very hard to capture the live alert smell. All right, any other questions for me? How long have we been live? I don't really know. So again, if you want to contact me, you can text me 206-355-9033 is my phone number, or email me at mary@servicedogacademy.com. Woo! My website is servicedogacademy.com. So that would be a way to contact me as well. Someone just went to sleep underneath the bottle pool. That's and we almost have 5 puppies out completely. So again, my number is 206-355-9033. The puppy that is still awake right now is the white puppy. He's chewing on a bottle. And Green Girl has come back to life! Woohoo! Yay! So here comes Green Girl and Brown Boy, which I think is kind of a little weird that I put a brown collar on a white dog. He can't get out of the bottle. He can't get out of the pool. He's stuck. There he goes. So again, the point of this is to teach also just, independent thinking skills, and teaching him that you know, no matter what situation they're in, they're going to be okay. They can figure it out. There's Green Girl with their bottles, huh? So all the bottles have their labels off of them, and then they also have their plastic tops off of them, so that nobody ends up, you know, eating a plastic top while I'm not watching. Some of them are water bottles, some of them are pop bottles. There's a cotton candy container there. It's just bottles of all different sizes. You know, some of them make crunching noises, some of them make popping noises. Cotton candy container probably won't make any noise whatsoever. So it's all different types of sounds. So I wouldn't want to use just one bottle. I want to use all different types of sounds. Eventually I'll also put pop cans in there as well, like Coke cans, so that they have metal to play with as well, because some dogs don't like metal in their mouths, but if we introduce that as a puppy, it won't be an issue. Metal in their mouth is a pretty important thing for a service dog to be okay with, because if you ever drop a coin, you want your dog to be able to pick it up without any issue. Or if you have, say, your glucose meter kit, it has metal on the zipper, and we want the dog to be okay with having metal in their mouth and not have any aversive to it whatsoever. Are you guys enjoying these lives? Yes, okay, good. All right. Boy, Green Girl and Brown Boy are still awake, still running around playing. They're having a blast. Digging in the pool. Now that's a new behavior for him. He has not dug anything before. That's kind of cool that he did that. And now he peed in the potty box. Yay! Love it, love it, love it, dude. So amazing. So amazing. All right, well, I will go ahead and end this. Before I do, does anybody have any questions that they want to ask before I go ahead and end the session? Because they're kind of all zonked out now. I don't think you want to watch puppies sleeping, right? and it's also getting hot down here. I need to turn the air conditioner on. If I had the air conditioner on and these pop bottles, you never been able to hear me. Okay, so up until 3 days ago, I would say everybody used the potty box, but theoretically they're using it. But what some of the boys are doing now is they will put their front feet in the potty box and then they'll pee outside of the box. So they get a little lazy sometimes, especially when they wake up. Now, when they're fully awake, they will mostly put all their feet in the potty box. Every once in a while there's a miss here and there, but it's not anything like it was like even 5 days ago. It's not anything like it was 5 days ago where they were kind of missing it almost consistently. Like, I'd say maybe 30% of the time they were using the potty box, but now it's more like maybe 75 to 80% of the time they're using it. That's a good question. So again, what this does, the potty box does, is it makes my job easier and it makes your job easier when it comes to potty training these puppies. So much easier. And what's nice about this is since I'm here all the time, I clean up the poop that happens in the potty box within, minutes of it happening. So then we don't end up developing coprophagia, which is, the puppies eating their own poo. Which happens with people who don't actually potty train their puppies. The puppies think, oh, look, I've pooped out something. It smells good. I'm going to eat it. because dogs are actually coprophagic. They naturally want to eat their own poop, and so the potty box helps me make sure that this area stays clean and they don't develop coprophagia. So if you've ever had to deal with that, it is an absolute nightmare. I got a puppy, unfortunately, that had that, and it was a nightmare. And Vivian will know who I got that puppy from. Unfortunately, that was not fun. So all the potty training that I do here is to prevent problems for you. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this training session with them because, again, they have all completely passed out, which is wonderful. Koira had that, see? Same breeder. Yep. That is from not potty training properly or not picking up after the puppies all the time. So that's why that happens. Just FYI. So, yeah, I'm here. Obviously, I can't get it while I'm sleeping, but for the most part, when they wake up, they start screaming. So I know it's time to immediately get up, get into that potty box, and get all that poop out. So, okay, so I don't typically recommend pee pads because they're a slippery surface, and especially when they're learning to walk. Like they had pee pads in their box for about 4 days, and when they're learning to walk, they slip and slide off of them, which is not a really good surface for them to pee on because if they can't get traction, they can't pee. So we had it in there for about 4 or 5 days, and then we switched to the potty box, and that's just transition time to the potty box. I don't use the pee pads because the other thing too is they have a tendency to destroy them. So like they will play with it, they will tear it up, and then they start tearing up paper in your house. So that's why I do not use pee pads. I use this potty box solution. And one of you asked what type of box this was. This is actually just one of those under bed boxes that you can get on like at Walmart. It's no more than probably 7 inches tall, and it's probably 2.5 feet long. And again, you can get them at Walmart. I don't have a direct link for you. I could probably, someone please remind me and I'll send that to you, the link to that potty box to you. You don't have to get one that big, but the reason why I have one this big is because I have multiple puppies. So you could get a semi-smaller one. You want to get something so small that they can't turn around in it and go to the bathroom, because then they'll just walk out of it as they're pooping. So, all right, we're going to let you go and talk to you guys in a couple of days. Maybe do another live in a couple of days, all right? So I can't remember how to do this, how to stop it this way. Yes, and